My name is Victoria King, and I'm a 911 dispatcher and certified training officer with the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Victoria is a real go-getter type of personality. She's one of the people that you don't have to tell her to do something. She sees it and she does it.
She doesn't have any problems with taking a situation and saying, okay, this is what we need to do. And to me, that's a leader.
On August the 2nd, my deputies responded to a disturbance out in the northeast part of our county. And little did they know that they were going to be walking into an ambush where one of my deputies was tragically killed. 2 others were severely injured. Fortunately for us, Victoria was there in the communication center to be on the radio when that radio traffic came across. It was horrible. I listened to it. How she kept her composure during that is unbelievable.
I wasn't even supposed to be there that night. I requested the weekend off for my daughter's birthday, and plans had changed Friday night, so I decided to naturally come into work and work some hours. I was training that night, but my trainee was about to be signed off, and I heard her say shots fired, and I could see that she was visibly upset. And from that standpoint, I immediately keyed up the radio and was catching up with what was going on scene.
Victoria was working the channel and doing her very best, stepped up to the channel, getting any kind of resources she could get. We had 3 units that had been shot. We had 1 still inside the house that was not responding.
There was a lot of radio traffic to keep straight, asking for SWAT team, investigators, everybody, like, get everyone out there, and she was able to jump in there and take charge of the situation and get them what they needed.
It's a night that we'll never forget. You know, the deputy that was fatally injured, his radio had been compromised. The entire center heard the female that was inside the house grab his radio.
The things that were said over the radio, as well as that we heard, should have never been witnessed by anybody, and nobody should have ever had to go through that. And that, as much as you don't try to let those things bother you, that's something that's going to echo through your brain for the rest of my life, I can say. And there's not a day that goes by that not one of us think about Deputy Link and have him in our hearts.
Obviously, the room was very somber. And for dispatchers, you don't know what's actually going on out there in the field. So, everybody's on high alert, high stress.
Fortunately, Victoria had the presence of mind to stay calm and professional.
And, having Victoria there on the radio provided a sense of calmness, if there was such a thing during that time. She did a good job of doing that. So I'm very proud of her. Glad she was on the radio and able to help navigate us through a very difficult situation.
Her heroism that night, her leadership, she's dedicated to her role as a dispatcher. So I think this is why she deserves that award.
Anybody calling into 911, it's always the worst day of their life. And to be able to make somebody's day better, I always try to put myself in that person's shoes, because life in general is hard and you never know what anybody's facing. After a hectic day coming home, my kids are a huge part of my mental health release. They're there with smiling faces and, no worries in the world, and are just there excited to see me and what we're about to do for the day. I'm definitely honored and grateful that my management sees this type of person and dispatcher within me. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my team. I wish all of us could be up here getting this award.